Lanthor. Good morning, laughing smiley.
Good morning.
Mother's rolling in her grave.
My father used to enchant his handmade pipe.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You made it!
I take it this means you had some luck at the library.
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive, especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure this is the cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden in an equally mysterious cave? I think I'm desperate for anything at this point.
Did you discover why people avoid this cave?
Ridiculous, really. Rumour was that the cave drove people mad. I couldn't find any account by someone who had been in the cave, though. So either it is a rumour, or anyone who went in wasn't in any state to speak of it afterwards.
Well, we're here. We might as well have a look.
Agreed. I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Confringo!
It's another aggressive one!
Lumos.
What is going on with that?
Confringo! Confringo! Revelio! Accio!
Voipers!
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started. The Fwooper's song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad. If the Moonstone is here and so are Fwoopers, I wonder if it's being protected. Why am I not surprised? First the Fwoopers and now they're here.
Lumos.
Lumos! We need to find moths for those spinners.
Confringo! Accio! Lumos.
Lumos! Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths. Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Lumos.
Merlin, it's
Lumos.
beautiful. You did it!
Confringo!
I was hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Depulso! Imperium! Arresto Momentum! Expelliarmus! Brutio! Descendo! Flipendo! Bombarda! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Confringo! Potato! Stupefy!
Look, where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Shall we take a closer look?
You read my mind. Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here, I just know it.
Confringo!
Given what groupers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm starting to lose my mind.
Very funny. Accio! I was just thinking how it's proof that coaches haven't been here, assuming this is where the Moonstone is. Which means we're one step ahead of them. We found it! It's like step. Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing, too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the Moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the Moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this. I think that's it over there.
Trekkie 1982. Thank you. Nightbot. Thank you all for watching my channel. I would appreciate if you follow my channel. Have fun watching me kicking ass.
How's your Gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible. And the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidges.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it. I think we can safely say we know where the Moonstone goes. Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one? They only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the Moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same, though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran that I've managed to see not one, but 2 mooncalf dances. She'll be jealous.
You've seen this before?
It was pure luck the first time. I was on Highwing, or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night Well, the night I met Highwing, actually,
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen. A good one. A sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Merlin, I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Poppy, you're only one person. You can't save them all.
I can try, and I've had a bit of help so far. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
What was it like growing up in a family of poachers?
Playing
The thing I
blurb sound
remember most was how
emote
much we
using
moved
100
around.
Twitch channel points.
Always chasing the next big kill. It was chaotic and dangerous, and nowhere a child should ever grow up.
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving the dragon from the fighting ring, for instance.
We don't speak, or rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there. Acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
We were around so many poachers in the tent. Were you not worried about being recognized?
Poachers are nomadic, and most of the ones in the area aren't any I'd grown up with. That said, I suspect someone must have recognized me. That's how they got to Gran.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat. If you collect the moonstone, I can make a quick drawing of the symbol for Doran.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidgets lies in the moonlight?
Of course! That's it! We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are. I don't have anything for this at the moment. Off on another adventure, are we?
Too quiet. Too quiet, you ask me. Who's there?
Confringo!
Who's there?
Wonder if Ranrock and his crew are in there. No sign of Lodgok out here. He must be inside already. Look at the size of this mine.
Something seems wrong.
This place is teeming with Ranrock's loyalists. I have to keep my wits about me.
Quiet as a grapple, you are. Such arrogance. Oh, no! I will make you
This cart ought to get me deeper into the mine. Just like Gringotts, but I'm in the driver's seat this time.
Something seems wrong.
How deep will this take me, I wonder?
Ranrock's gonna be pleased with our progress. Who was on that car? Lend me a hand with this part, will ya?
That has to be the end up ahead. Confringo!
Trekkie 1982. Does anyone knows if
wonder where
Hogwarts
these
Legacy
pipes
is
go.
the same on PC as on console?
Ooh, little moon cup. Was that your best? You can't stop. Ha! I've been fighting less than possible. You will not help.
Confringo! Rest easy, my large friend. Confringo!
Centuries of injustice. Glance off of me. I hate waste my I'll find you. No, one less human to worry about. That's painful. That was unimpressive.
Incendio should be enough to light these flames.
Pachanan 485. Best Buy Wes on asterisk asterisk asterisk.
I hope I can get to Ranrock before Lodgok does.
Another drill is complete. The wizarding world will crumble!
I can end this right now. I have to destroy the drill and stop Ranrock's loyalists.
Vegetables in combat! Ridiculous. Not quite.
Stupid dodge.
Oh, that was meant for me. Easily diverted. Was that your best? You can't stop us. Not quite. I won't.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Confringo!
That is unfortunate. No matter, we will build another.
I found this one lurking outside.
Lord Gok, come to make amends, little brother.
I came to stop this.
What is this you've brought me? It cannot be. All this time, you knew. You knew where it was.
Don't!
Are you alright?
I'll never understand you, Lord Gok. So gullible. That witch did not consider you an equal. She, like all wizard kind, sought only to use you.
You're wrong, Ranrock.
The young ones are especially deceitful. They are taught to hide their disgust for us, as they exploit us.
Astonishing that our ancestors ever trusted each other.
All this time, looking everywhere for the final repository, searching in vain for Bragpor's last journal. Wasted my time chasing a child. And my little brother knew where it was all along. But now, I don't need you. I don't need any of you.
I was bringing it to you.
You are a traitor to our kind! Abracadabra!
Poor Lodgok. Dead by his brother's hand. No wonder he tried so hard to reason with him. Now to get out of this blasted place. I'll send word to Fig to meet me in the map chamber. He and the Keepers need to know Ranrock has that journal and knows where the final repository is.
Be right back. Okay? Don't go away.
Blurb. Playing blurb sound emote meme using 1 Twitch channel points.
I hope Professor Fig got my owl. I need to tell him and the Keepers that Ranrock knows where the last repository is.
According to the owl I received, Ranrock is moving more quickly than we could have anticipated.
This is grave news indeed. We had hoped for more time to discuss the best path forward.
Let us hear what the student has to say.
Professor, you received my owl. Ranrock has the last of Bradbor's journals. He killed Lodgok to get it. He knows where the last repository is.
Godric's heart.
Lodgok and Ranrock were brothers. Lodgok was bringing the journal to me.
Ranrock is a monster. We need to know where the final repository is.
Hi.
Surely this changes things. Ranrock
Hello.
has Bradbor's
How are
journals
you
and
doing?
knows where the final repository is.
We obliviated Bradbor. He kept journals? Why would he have documented all of this? He didn't know what we were containing.
Alright. Welcome.
Isadora told Bradbor about the magic when she asked him to build a container for her. I've seen her memories.
Isadora left memories for someone to find? You know what she did?
Her memories showed what she did for her father, which I also saw in
So,
Professor
do any of
Rookwood's
you
notes.
guys know
And a conversation
if
with Bradbor
Hogwarts
in which
Legacy
she
I'm
is...
good, hope you are good
about the
too.
limits being placed on her
Yeah,
use
I'm
of
good
ancient
too.
magic.
Very busy, so
Based upon the memories they have seen, I
relaxing
believe
a
our
bit.
young friend is well aware of the grave circumstances in which we find ourselves. The next trial will involve an exceptional level of magical skill and a nuanced ability to interact with beasts. Find a face of stone and tendrils. I should advise you that you must engage with any beast that is part of the trial on your own. Professor Bakar will meet you in his pensive room.
An exceptional level
I
of
always like
magical
this.
skill? Nuanced ability to
Trial.
interact with beasts?
It's always,
I
well,
suppose we should begin our search
very
for
easy,
a
but also
face of stone
nice to
and
meet the
tendrils.
Grabthorn.
Whatever
Grabthorn
that
is one
may
of my
be.
favorite
Very
magical
well.
Professor
beasts in
Weasley has been keeping an
Hogwarts.
eye on me. Perhaps we should meet there, so she has no reason to raise concerns with Professor Black. I shall see you near the coast. Perhaps then you can tell me a little more about the memories of Isadora that you witnessed.
Let's fix the fish. Okay. As I was asking just now, do you guys know if Hogwarts Legacy is the same on PC as on console? Cause we just bought a Nintendo Switch and Hogwarts Legacy came with it. So I'm just already playing it just because to see if there are differences.
You're here. I have good news. We do not have any of Ranrock's loyalists to contend with. Of course, the bad news is that it's likely because they no longer... This place could do with a bit of pruning. Let's look around. Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done. Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a Grabhorn.
And the prints carved into the ground lead me to believe that a Grabhorn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of Grabhorns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Have you ever subdued a Grabhorn, Professor?
I have, yes. Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that favor. It can be difficult, of course. They are massive, after all, but it's not impossible. It's my experience that many of your spells will have no real effect. You'll need to wear him down.
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
You there, might you be able to assist?
Everything all right?
Far from it. I wandered into a ruin and was attacked by spiders. Oh, if you've got some Wiggenweld potion, though, I'm sure that would put me right.
Spiders do tend to appear in ruins. Here, I have enough to spare. Stay away from the ruins, though.
You've saved me life. Oh, I can never repay you. Yes, I shall stay away from them, you'll see. Must stay away from ruins with spiders. Ruins with spiders. Oh, and thank you. Please accept this token of my appreciation.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Reparo.
Lanthor. I just went for a late breakfast. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm okay. Just chilling after being busy for weeks, so thought I would stream again for a bit. How are you doing?
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. These rocks have seen better days.
The Ministry ought to relax their feelings towards that dark art.
This must be the place.
That always helped with it.
Very well. Lord of the Shore, show yourself. You are a fierce man. talk about this.
Oh, I need to do my drops in a minute, by the way.
I need your help, friend.
I always like this part. I always like the grab horn. I even got a control holder for Hogwarts Legacy with the grab horn on it.
Poachers. Let's see how the Lord of the Shore feels about his neighborhood being invaded.
Whoops.
It'll take more than this to stop the Lord of the Shore.
Expulso!
This looks intriguing. We're crossing that bridge whether you like it or not.
Allow me to put you out of your misery. You! What do you think you're doing?
Time for you all to clear out.
That's that woman, isn't it?
Wrong way.
No
What
need to
am I
race now, my
doing?
friend.
I'm going all wrong.
Perhaps Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. I still have my reservations. Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed. I can only hope that you are. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber.
Hello? Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morganlock, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
alive.
The caverns below Hogwarts where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
thinks you've made marvelous improvements.
Have you seen some of these goblins lately?
Only a hairy-hearted sod would...
There's Ollivander's. I hope he can help me craft the Keeper's wand. Hello, Mr. Ollivander. I wondered if you might be able to help me with something.
Yes, Professor Fig sent an owl informing me that you'd be coming. He was a bit cryptic, said you need to have a special wand crafted, that you'd bring me the materials.
Yes, sir. I have them here.
Oh, my. How extraordinary. Remarkable design. I will be honest, I have never crafted a wand in this fashion. Repaired broken wands, of course, but this is something else entirely. Keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I think I can work with what you've brought me. Let me see what I can do.
Fruze looks. Hiya.
Hey Fruze, how you doing? Long time no see. How you doing?
Fruze looks. Sore.
Sore? What you done?
It is done. I should warn you, I've never seen a wand like this before. My suspicion, as Professor Fig implied in his letter, is that it serves a unique purpose.
Fruze looks.
I doubt you shall
Just
find
might
much
he.
use for it otherwise.
Still?
I understand. Thank you, sir.
Fruze looks. Oh, a strange wand.
I'm afraid you're on your own. I've ensured that we have a moment to ourselves. Oh, come, come. No need for such theatrics. In light of what Ranrock now knows, you must agree that our interests are aligned.
Our interests will never be aligned.
You would let goblins take what is rightfully ours? The final repository
belongs to wizard kind. We would be fools not to work together. What's that you've got there? Might this sudden visit to the Wand Maker have something to do with our mutual pursuit?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That repository is my birthright!
Well, your entire froze because after this, I have to beat a
Arrogance.
dragon
Should have known better than to try and
for the
reason
end.
with a child. I've always said, children should be seen and not heard.
What's this? That's the best. Incendio! Another. I'm not done with you. No! Incendio! Let it display. Oh, you will pay for your deeds.
You've come to the wrong place, child. You should never have come in.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
You really want me to use that on you? Fine.
Crucio! No! More! Tyrion!
You're easier to spot than an eruption. Expulso! Expulso! A lamb to the slaughter. Expulso! Is this Hogwarts? You've made a great mistake.
This has become...
Pay for your deeds.
You paid for that.
You should have joined me.
No. I will never join you.
We need to name the inevitable.
That was the wrong spell. Come on, finish it.
Rookwoods don't go down easy.
I see better.
You're gonna have to stop that.
It's time to teach someone
I can't believe it. Rookwood's reign is finally over. I'll need to send an owl to Natty right away. For now, though, I need to get back to the map chamber and tell Fig what's happened.
Alrighty, map chamber. Can't remember if I'm going to under the school already. I think I do.
Victor Rookwood is dead. He confronted me as I left Ollivander's with the Keeper's wand. I had to defend myself.
Godric's heart. Are you all right? I know you're well able to defend yourself. I've seen it often enough. But Rookwood himself...
He destroyed so many lives and wouldn't have stopped. I'm glad I was able to put an end to him.
You're right. He wouldn't have stopped. You did what you had to do. The wizarding community owes you a great debt.
Thank you for saying so, Professor. I'm ready for what's next.
All right, then. The Keepers have been waiting.
You have completed all of our trials, and you have done so under circumstances even I did not foresee. You understand now why all of this was necessary. The portkey, the vault, the locket, the book, the trials. To ensure that one with the ability you and I share would make the same choice that San, Neve, Charles, and I did.
Now that you have witnessed my memory, you understand all that is at stake. Not everyone is what they seem.
As you know, light does not exist without shadow, nor shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
Even the most well-meaning and competent amongst us cannot possibly know the consequences of manipulating what should be beyond our reach.
What lies in the repository must never be released. Resist the temptation to destroy or control it. The magic that you have so carefully honed must now be used only to protect the secret we keep. You have the wand. You will know when to wield it. We leave our legacy in your hands.
Astonishing.
Must be the way to the repository.
Trekkie 1982. About Trekkie. Nightbot. Trekkie 1982 comes originally from the Netherlands, but she lives in England. She is married to Spoon 2006, and together they team up to cause some mayhem in the galaxy of
We can
STO.
only hope that we're not
She
too
loves
late,
writing
and that we
fantasy
find nothing
herself
but a
and is
repository
currently working on her own fantasy series. The other games she loves to play is Hogwarts Legacy, which she also regular streams.
I should hope that the
Did you know that
enchantments
she
protecting
has
the
her own
castle
Trek
will protect
podcast?
against an incursion from below.
It's called Trekking
I
Around.
fear they may not.
Have a look,
Although,
maybe
if
you
they
will
don't
like
now,
it.
I
Love
can
you
assure
all.
you they will in the
Cruise
future.
looks.
Were you able to
I am
reach
just
Professor
doing my
Weasley?
event for the day.
I was. Hopefully she and
How
the
do you
others
find
will
the
arrive
event?
soon.
Did you already
They
do
know
the
where
new
to find the door through which
TFOs?
we
I
enter.
haven't yet, or patrols. I haven't yet doing it. Still a bit too busy to stream regular and game regular at the moment, so
Damn, the goblins.
I wonder if Ranrock is here.
Let's go. If his loyalists are here,
Cruise looks.
he cannot be far behind.
The one called Royal
You
Flush.
and I have faced worse, Professor.
Cruise looks. It's a great film.
okay.
We must be getting closer.
Ranrock will be pleased with our progress. I won't bet. Our spells good.
Do you have any chance to look into that new ship we're getting with this event? Oh, the outdoor Fort Range event was great. It really relaxed. We have a bit of inspiration what we want. And we just
Ranrock must be here somewhere.
This drill stands between us and him. I need to move it.
Now I shall handle it. One moment. Let's go.
we just booked our ferry and hotels in the Netherlands in November. So I'm looking forward to see some family and friends.
Another troll.
I see it. And I don't
Cruise looks. Nice sounds fun.
Such arrogance.
Yep, it is. Oh,
Let me go at once.
hey little boy. How are you doing?
You'd be better suited for gardening in the back.
What's that here?
This one's almost down. You will not take what is not yours.
The trolls ought to make quick work of them. You can't stop us. Ranrock will reign supreme. Constant disappointment.
Stupid guy. No match for us.
Utterly pitiful.
A dead end. Now what?
Professor, that wall. That's the way forward.
Hi, little boy.
Let's go.
What is it? Do you need to go out?
Lumos!
I fear you're right, Professor. There's nothing we can do but keep searching.
Oh, that's Daddy. No!
Listen, more goblins over ahead.
What have we? It's the students and their professor. Fools of a feather. Let's get this over with. Was that your best? I won't rest until you're dead. You are terribly outmatched. You two against Red Rock's army. I will make you pay. I won't rest.
These goblins haven't brought us much luck so far.
We're getting closer, Professor. That way.
Professors. Right on time.
The goblins have somehow evaded the castle's defensive charms.
Steer them this way. We shall make quick work of them.
They got this.
Time to move. We're in the thick of it now.
We'll show the beast who's in charge. Your timing couldn't be better, Professor Hecat.
Thanks, Professor.
One less human to worry about. Easily out. I've been fighting since before you were. Why don't you come up here and fight?
What is it, boy?
Let's get this. Are you quite invisible? No. You're pathetic.
What is it?
Is that the best?
No. I'm not going to do that. Why? Not that. No. No.
Look out! Another troll. This one's worse than the last two.
Stop him!
Now Delta Rep is now level 5.
Okay, good.
That's our way forward. The one! Quickly!
We made it.
I'm relieved we got here before Ranrock.
I can't believe this is it. The repository has been under the castle for hundreds of years.
Think of all the pain that created it. This is what Miriam, George, your friend Lodgok, and countless others died for. Miriam believed this forgotten magic could be used for such good. But she did not know the risks. She did not see what the Keepers have shown you. What Isadora showed you. You are now the Keeper of whatever power it holds. What do you intend to do with it?
I plan to keep the repository as it is.
I'm pleased to hear that. I've been thinking.
What is it, Professor?
I spent all year trying to keep our journey a secret from everyone,
Oh.
including Professor Weasley. But now I wonder if I should have shared it with her and the others sooner. Trusted
Did he
them
wake
more.
you up?
The Keepers wanted this secret to be
No.
locked away forever. How long will you keep it?
You got all the information I left you?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Good.
It's good.
And the ferries as well.
Yeah, I saw it. Bit more expensive than we wanted to, but it's always the same.
Okay, now. I had a shock when I looked at it. It was not that expensive before. I got the one hotel cheaper than your
I
side.
plan to keep it a secret for now, but in time,
And
when
the
I'm
other
ready,
hotel,
I plan to tell those I
it was
trust
slightly dearer.
everything and accept their help.
I believe that is what
Okay.
Miriam would have
We
wanted.
got breakfast with it.
We should trust in others.
Okay.
If anyone can rise to this challenge, my friend, it is you.
The arrogance of wizard kind.
Let me guess, the one near Arnhem.
Goblins built this repository.
No.
No?
Belongs to us.
I thought that was the cheapest one.
It was never yours.
I can't remember now.
I've been wanting
One was
to play
183 and one was
this.
240.
Miriam's wand. If she'd simply handed over the container, all of this could have been
No,
avoided.
one was Arnhem was 183.
Foolish,
Putting their breakfast on.
witch.
Another one is
Seems
240 with breakfast.
she ain't going to give up either.
There's only a bigger room to be
And the phone.
honest. That hurts.
Yeah. I saw it. What's this? Breakfast. The one that was other pasta involved. Other costs involved.
It's feeding off the power from the repository.
Oh, it's in Near Arnhem is the one with breakfast. No, the first one.
Those traces of magic are somehow protecting the dragon. That did the trick. I have you on Red Rock.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah. Whoops. Wrong way.
You can't run forever, Ranrock.
Give up now, and I might ensure that your death is swift.
There's nowhere to hide now, Ranrock. Not so powerful now, are you, Ranrock?
This cannot be happening. You will die.
I know you're feeling it now, Ranrock. This ends here, Ranrock.
You think you can stop me?
I will defeat you, in Lodgok's memory.
We'll never let this house with me!
What is it, boy?
Professor.
Miriam. 5 minutes, are you? Come on then. Come and sit down with Daddy.
Miriam. We love you, my young friend. The wizarding world could not be in more capable hands.
Professor Eleazar Fig. I dare say he was a beloved professor to many of you, certainly a long-standing colleague to his peers. A famed adventurer and seeker of knowledge, he built a reputation charging into the unknown, brazenly disregarding both discretion and safety, providing perhaps a rather unfortunate lesson for us all. His devotion to adventure was rivaled only by his dedication to Hogwarts. And of course, to his wife, whom we lost much too soon as well. Yeah.
Professor Fig represented the best of all of us. He could be deviously clever, possessed a brilliantly inquisitive mind, and was the most loyal of friends. But perhaps it was his remarkable courage, for which we will all be forever indebted to him. If not for Professor Fig, well, I can say with confidence that if not for him, many of us, let alone Hogwarts, would not be here today. Those that knew him best will agree that we must now honor him as only Hogwarts can, by wisely, resourcefully, justly, and bravely facing all that lies ahead.
To Professor Fig!
Can't believe we lost Fig. I didn't know him as well as you did, but I know he was a good man. Glad Weasley spoke for him. She honored him well. Fig will be well remembered.
Sebastian, there's something you should know. It's to do with Victor Rookwood.
I heard a rumor that he confronted you outside of Ollivander's. Sounds as if he faced quite a fight.
The rumors are true, and I did. But it's not that. Just before Rookwood attacked, he uttered something familiar. The same words Anne heard before she was cursed. Children should be seen and not heard.
Wait. What are you saying?
It wasn't one of Ranrock's loyalists who cursed Anne. It was Rookwood. It was Rookwood all along.
This can't be. It was the Loyalists. It's always been them. The night Anne was cursed, all she saw were goblins.
Once Rookwood allied with Ranrock, Isadora's estate became of interest to them both. That's why Rookwood was there the night Anne was cursed. He was working with Ranrock. When he saw your sister, well, he didn't want anyone to know.
So he cursed her. And she's never been the same. So cruel. Rookwood deserved what he got. Thank you for telling me. It wasn't a goblin. I suppose I owe you an apology. All this time I thought goblins were the enemy. But it was never that simple. I have a lot to think about. Let's speak again soon.
See, before you move again. Give him cuddles. Give him cuddles. Give him having a good old daddy?
Ah, I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
Are you sure you're not
I wonder how
Stephen
everyone
Boy,
knows
really?
about it.
I told my
Makes
mother
me
in the
wonder.
hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told
you meant
other
to, like-
professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact,
Oh, you're
have been
getting
even
Nancy
less
behind there as
forgiving
well,
than
aren't
I'd
you?
hoped.
You and your damn feathers. You wanted to play on the bed when I was getting up. He actually pulled the sheets off me to get me up.
That is not something new for him.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been
quick,
right.
no show mummy.
Has Officer Singer done
No,
anything with the
mummy,
evidence we
Robert,
provided?
She has not.
No,
Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Machiavellian, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Darren did not believe me. He
Your
could
father
escape
was
a
also an
halting.
animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe.
I
And
think
he
we
would
got
carry me on his
videos to
back,
prove.
my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? So?
Oh, the one who machine him, by the way.
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, my mother and I tried to go on
It ain't
without
that
him.
far out the way, to be honest.
It became too much for us there.
I thought it was a
few
bit of
years
a,
later,
it was a good
we had to come to
compromise
Scotland.
between, because we try and look for ones in Utrecht again, and I was like, that's too expensive.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
I would have stayed in Arnhem, but the problem is, it was
Truly
just
extraordinary.
Yeah, that's the problem because
the
every
offset
We all
yeah.
have our burdens.
between the hotel
father
being
had a saying
cheaper
about
and the
that.
amount of diesel
Yes,
that
I
had gone
remember.
for it, it would have
Rain
completely
does not fall on one roof
taken
alone.
it the other way,
Exactly.
you know?
Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next.
You know the
We are
hotel
making
near Arnhem,
progress, and we will
that
succeed.
little place
Thank you again
is a
for
very
saving me.
important place.
You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Well, I was actually trying to pick somewhere at least you could go for a run as well. Which, bear in mind, it is in the middle of November, so, well, so it ain't exactly going to be that warm, is it? I was hoping there's going to be enough money between. I don't think it'd be that bad. We've got 3 paydays left, I think. Have we? $22nd now, isn't it? 21st now. I think.
22nd.
22nd.
Revelio.
Two more paydays before holiday.
Lumos.
And then there's one actually the day we go.
If you could just tread carefully.
So that's fine. Just make it work, son. I need another 6 carder in the fucking mix somewhere.
Trouble, are we? Beat up to no good.
Yeah, but your card isn't allowing it.
If I put another 6 cards, it's going to get flagged
Save
up
my
at
uncle's
work.
life.
I'm already on the fucking watch list for my hours.
Exactly.
Revelio.
I wonder if I...
Professor Weasley, you wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since...
It's
I
only
know
on
you're
40
quite
hours
close
working
with
last week,
Professor Fig.
so I'm actually low.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
There was
No,
room to
it
put another
won't.
one in
But
for
I
this
can
week,
assure
but
you that he would want us to press
I'm
on.
not doing it.
And
If I
that
do it,
he
I might
will
have a
rest
couple...
easy knowing
I want a
that
week
the
or two
future
off for
of the
throwing those
wizarding
6
world
cards.
is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumours. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a
46
goblin,
days.
rescued hippogriffs, even somehow ingratiated yourself with the Headless Hunt.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Onai. I think her mother shares the sentiment. While I do not condone taking matters into your own hands when it comes to men like Rookwood and Harlow,
Yeah, I
your
went through
bravery is to
quite a
be
few
commended.
websites trying to find
Professor,
get these prices down.
No
I
need to
could not
discuss it
do
further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field.
We literally did try.
May I see it?
Of course.
But never mind, it's what it is.
What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to complete it.
It's really good.
Fortunately, you do have some... I will confess, I had a
That would
sense
be
about
cool.
you from that first moment you came bursting
You taking
in,
that with you on
late,
holiday, are you?
to the
Totally.
sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see my instincts were correct. To think you've only been
Also
with us a
for
year and
you.
you're
I know
already taking your
you.
OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
How much more
Thank
did we
you,
get
Professor.
out of it?
For everything.
We got a lot of
You're
out
most
of it.
welcome. I look forward
For
to
the
seeing
same
what
price
you
as
do
what
during the
we're
rest
paying
of
with
your
the
time
TV.
with us.
We've actually come away with now it's... What?
I don't know.
TV and broadband, which has moved the Netflix over, is put roaming on my phone, unlimited data across everything.
Fru's looks. Is that spoon?
I watched what I thought.
Yes, Fruze, that's Spoon. Why?
What have I done this time?
I don't know.
Is it good morning or good evening?
Probably good evening.
I don't know. If I stand on my head, I can feel Australian.
I told him that we bought some Australian hats.
And if I stand on the side, I'll feel American. I can't believe I've got half a gig internet now as well. And it's not going to cost much more. I think it's about 15 quid a month extra, but whatever. I'm not worried about it.
Oh, that would be incredible. If you're sure.
I'll be testing too.
You already know the dates of every Goblin Rebellion.
Hello, Sophronia. That was quite the quiz you gave me. What are you up to now?
Good test of one's knowledge, isn't it?
I'm actually working on something equally interesting, but need help from a 5th year, so it's good you came along. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
Here's one thing, I'm not going to lose track of the days now like I've been doing. I won't lose track of the days now.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to know what time and day it is, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to look at anything.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's famous ensemble. Perhaps I'll make myself a copy.
Suppose I should look for that secret hall Sophronia told me about. It does sound interesting. This must be the entrance to the Hall of Herodiana. Herodiana. Better go inside and find those puzzles.
Alright.
He knows some words, doesn't he? I'm going back to bed.
Hmm.
Right then, you're a bit freaked out. What's the
Let's see
matter?
if Herodiana Byrne was as good as Sophronia said she was.
Yeah, when Daddy builds that base, you're not going to be staying under there for long. Well, actually, I think he'll be more that side now. Right, I'll see you in a bit.
Alright. At 3 o'clock wake up?
Yeah, please.
Alrighty.
That chest, that wasn't too hard. I wonder what's next.
wait with me in the Great Hall.
Deposit.
Good time, and I need a friend.
I see. The switch reset everything. Good to know. That's the last of them. Seems I was a match, and this must be the last piece of Herodiana's ensemble. It is remarkable. No wonder Sophronia wanted to see this.
Galleons and a historian. Never seen devils.
Sophronia, I solved all the puzzles in the Hall of Herodiana.
Incredible! Then you found Herodiana's outfit. May I see it?
Of course. Behold.
Oh, how grand! You look as majestic as Herodiana herself, the greatest Depulso master of all time. You're my second favorite hero!
Can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Some days are more difficult.
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Matibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
I'm sorry, Natty. I wish there was something I could do to help.
You have done plenty. In fact, many of my good days are good because of you. The bad days, however, I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
Hi everyone, the stream is ending. I hope you like what I'm doing, and I would appreciate it if you follow, subscribe, and like me on one of my social media. Stay for a bit longer because I'm gonna see if I can raid a friend's channel. If not, I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper.
Thank you.